Hi, everyone, and welcome today. I'm Rachel Chamness at Sound Waves Heal, and it's so nice to see you. Today, I'm talking about a fifth dimensional chakra, the Stellar Gateway. And this chakra is also associated with Archangel Metatron. So I'll be trance channeling Archangel Metatron as well, and he'll be bringing forward some Stellar Gateway key codes for us to support 2026 and the activation and ascension cycle that we're in right now. So, I wanted to start with a little bit about the 5D chakra, the Stellar Gateway. So, just if you're a total beginner, just a quick overview is that, of course, we have the regular 7 chakras and then we have higher dimensional chakras as well. And I was talking about one last week. I was talking about the soul star chakra, which is right above your head. But now we're going to go way higher to the 5D Stellar Gateway chakra and talk about that. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thanks for coming on. So, our Stellar Gateway chakra is a higher dimensional chakra. It's above the soul star chakra and it's about 18 inches above the head. It can be referred to as the Stellar Gateway or the Galactic Gateway or the Universal Gateway. It can be called all of those things. And it acts as a bridge between personal consciousness and universal light. So your soul star, which we talked about last week, holds your soul's history, your purpose, and your light blueprint. But this is the Stellar Gateway. This holds cosmic level intelligence. So this chakra is where universal truth is. This is where multidimensional awareness is stabilized, or non-linear time becomes accessible. So this is actually above timelines, above your earth life. So our earth life is where we're working with timelines and working with all of this, but your Stellar Gateway is all above that. And your Stellar Gateway chakra should be open already. So what I'm bringing forth today as a liquid Reiki shamanic healing is just for key codes for 2026, bringing in more stabilizing, bringing in the stabilize, I can't talk. Bringing in the light to stabilize it for 2026, for ascension, for your life, for your highest timeline, which is what we're always doing. And so we want to bring this all through. So the Stellar Gateway has a connection to universal source light. This is where you're bringing a lot of light into your body. This is where you might be connected to cosmic councils and angelic beings who help you figure out your life cycle here, your goals and all of that. This is sort of the bridge between you here and you as your expansive soul self, which is a much higher version of yourself, okay? Your higher self, you could call that if you want. So this is where you'd have advanced star origin wisdom, like starseed wisdom, but this is really expanded beyond earth and timelines. So the Stellar Gateway chakra really helps you support this sort of 5D consciousness, is what I call it, or 0 point energy you might have heard about. Also, you could call it observer consciousness. So this is the sort of observer within you. When you really feel that 0 point or that 5D consciousness, that 5D viewpoint where you are looking at a situation and you're not reacting, you're not stuck in a trigger or anything like that. It's like the usual trigger has happened, right? But you are instead like, hold up, I'm not going to get triggered. I can see this for what it is, and I'm going to stay connected to myself and be calm and really deal with this situation in a new way. When that happens, it's so amazing. If you've ever had that happen, you're like, oh yeah, I'm not triggered. I'm not reacting. I am like completely connected to myself, connected to earth, connected to my higher self. I'm connected here and I am seeing it for what it is. That's what 0 point energy is. And that's what you're using your Stellar Gateway for. So it can really help you to do that. It's a neutral, compassionate awareness. It's not Again, reaction is the best word for what you're not doing when you're in this 0 point or higher consciousness awareness. And it's like a higher perspective without disassociation. You're not disassociating. You're in the moment, you're present. And it's almost like time has slowed down. Well, anytime you're in the moment and you're present, it really does feel like that, doesn't it? It's like time has stopped and you're like in between time and you're really like, it's like time is going slowly and you can almost be like, hey, I can be the architect of this situation. I can slow down and decide how I'm going to react. And I'm not going to just human 3D blindly react to this. I'm going to really think about the best course here. I'm really going to see this for what it is and see that it doesn't need that kind of reaction. That's real freedom. That's real growth when you can do that. And your Stellar Gateway Chakra helps with that. So this is kind of where being human and being cosmic or higher dimensional light comes together. So of course we are still 3D. We still have these bodies. So we're still 3D. Now our consciousness can go up to the 5D. It can go up higher, 60, 70, 80. We can go pretty high if you've been working in higher dimensions, which most of us have, or if you'd like to. Of course, that's what I'm teaching with my psychic healing programs and my psychic programs. So we want to be able to go higher in our consciousness so that we can really prepare for ascension. And for ascension, we need more light in the body. So we're bringing more light in the body. And of course, we're bringing it through the Stellar Gateway. And it's coming all the way down to the Soul Star Chakra, through the crown into the 3D body. And all of these higher dimensional chakras always need to be anchored in. So if you are a healer and you're working in higher dimensions, you're clearing and opening these chakras in the field, you want to, of course, then anchor them down. You can anchor them into the heart or into the sacral chakra and then anchor them again into the Earth Star Chakra. That's what I usually do. But you can find that when you're working in these higher dimensions, when you're really clearing and healing this for people, then you don't want to keep them so woo, because it really does feel like woo, you have to be grounded and tethered. So make sure you ground them in when you work on them for other people. So with Archangel Metatron, I will be trance channeling him today. He governs light grids, sacred geometry, and universal architecture. And so he's really, it really makes sense why he is there in the 5D chakra here in the Stellar Gateway Chakra. He's like the main archangel there. You also have Archangel Daniel there. He's not talked about much. He's also known as the marriage archangel, or used to be. Their roles do change over time. But Archangel Metatron is the main guy there. And I'll bring him through it. He's also going to bring us some gateway key codes if you're just tuning in. And that will really help us with this ascension. Okay, so now that we've talked about Metatron and about the Stellar Gateway, I want to bring him in to talk about this 5D chakra, see what he has to say. If you tuned in last week when I talked about the Soul Star Chakra and I brought in Archangel Muriel, well, she just talked about something totally different. I had no idea she was going to talk about timelines instead. So I have no idea what Archangel Metatron is going to say. But if you do have a question you'd like to ask him, please put it in the comments and I'll be sure to get some answers. Okay, let's start. Let's see. I can feel him, Archangel Metatron, coming closer. He's really having to raise my vibration a lot. I've been rushing around this morning, even though I have connected. So give me a second. I am Archangel Metatron speaking through this one. I am gratified to come here today to speak about the Stellar Gateway Chakra, as you call it. It is interesting that it is identified as a chakra, for it is more of a point of access for angelic beings and cosmic beings who wish to connect with you. Yes, this is your galactic point where you are connected to your starseed helpers in this realm. I believe the word chakra works, but it is more universal than a chakra inside your body. These higher dimensional chakras are not exactly like the chakras inside your body. They are so different, and yet I can see how you can call it a chakra, and so we will. This is the point where you are connected throughout time and space, throughout the universe, throughout your lifetimes, but above that, above your lifetimes. Your lifetimes are more about what this one calls the time transcendence chakra. But here in the Stellar Gateway is your connection to all. You are right now in such a crucial time of ascension where you are being heaped upon, tested, it may feel like. It is all the shadow work you have not gotten to yet is now being thrown in your face almost. It may feel like a barrage of feelings and emotions and triggers. And yet I would like to say this is just part of ascension and not really any kind of test or something you must pass to get to ascension. It is only a reflection upon you of what you are currently running in programs in your consciousness. You must release programs. You must release programming. You must release all of this pent up anything. You must release shame and guilt. You must release. If you would like to come fully into the 5D, if you would like to be fully telepathic, if you would like to be fully ascended, if you would like to hold so much light in your body that you become a crystalline light being of the 5th dimension, then you must shine a light on these places where you still feel shame, where you still feel guilt, where you still feel lower dimensional negative feelings, mainly about yourself. For all that you feel about others is really about how you feel about yourself, and all that you react to and all that you find distasteful. This is all about your past, yourself, your emotions. It all boils down to this, and all sickness, all problems, all of these are related to emotions, how you feel about things, how you're running programs in your mind about your financial situation, your love situation, your health situation, your love situation of yourself, your worth, how you feel that you are worthy of what others have or do not have. In this world, you are often told what you should have, and you want to have things, and you are also told that you should not want to have anything. And it is confusing. We use the things that you want to manifest in this world to help you understand manifesting. And so I would say it is okay to manifest all that you wish for in this life, all the financial wishes, all the goals you have set for yourself. They are not selfish. They are a way that you have chosen to learn to work with energy. And working with energy can provide all the manifestation that you want. And if you manifest everything that you want, it really does teach you what is most important. And so we do not frown on any type of manifestation as long as you are manifesting within light, as you have been chosen to do in this life. As long as you're manifesting in light and you're manifesting in love, then we do not judge you. In fact, we do not judge you at all, for we are angels here, archangels, seraphim, all of us, all the types of angels. We are here to help you. It is our duty, and it is what we are here to do. And if you ask us to help, we are here in droves to help you understand. And no one in these higher dimensions are shaming you, blaming you, telling you you're doing it wrong. We are never upset with you. We don't sit around, as you say in your memes, and judge you and laugh at you and ask you to please get it right. We are here to navigate, help you walk this path. It is a difficult path, more difficult than you probably take credit for, and we are here to help. Yes, I will bring forward some key codes for you now for 2026 to help you with this manifestation of light, with this expansion of love, and with this understanding and upgrading the Stellar Gateway Chakra. For your chakra is open. Your chakra is absolutely in the exact openness that it should be. So what I bring is an upgrade. And whether you feel you wish for it or not, you may stay and listen and keep these for when you are ready, or you may accept them now. I put them in your field for you to accept when you are ready. Ayatutuko te yamanana yatoku yatoreo nakayatu. Ayorokushti yamana gokuri yatsiari yatuzi yamanana yaku. Ayanana no sorikara kotira ziomotushti yamanakayatu. Hey yato yamanana kayatu ramananai. Ayo sorokoroyoto to yosoryoto to. Ayana korasiana na yachusi amadakoyo to yo. Ayodo yamato korisiana niatati alo yo to yo. Ayana su ayoku. Ayo yada koroti abado yatsu yatorku. Ayana da yako yoto. Ayana yaki yati ayati ayatu. Ayana na ho. Ayana na ho. Ayana ho. Yada yada. Ayayo. Yobadoku yatidi. Ayana na yaku. Yana na ya. Ayona na ku ya chadisi amana koria to yoto. Yakata siamana yakoko tu yotutsuti amma. Ayotsu yam. Ayodoriotu. Ayonona yatsuri yono. Ayodoriotsu yono. Ayonona suyotorioku. Ayo koriam matia diasiati. Ayanana yako dia suodoriosu. Ayononona hioyo. Ayorokorusi amarakayasu. Ayone halo. Ayonono suyo juyo suryo. Ayonono suryo turikisi amananai. Whew. Okay, that was Archangel Metatron. Those were the Stellar Gateway key codes for 2026. And he is saying that if you wish, you can play them again if you wish. Okay, so you can always come back and listen again. Whew. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Did anyone have a question for Archangel Metatron? We talked about this 5D consciousness, awareness, also known as 0-point energy, and 5D perspective, and how the Stellar Gateway works. I feel amazing right now. He really is amazing to channel. You know, the first time I channeled Archangel Metatron, I could do nothing for 2 days. My whole body had to catch up with that. And while he was coming in, like I was saying, I had been running around a little bit because I take an art class on Thursday mornings, and I had some extra setup to do today. And so he really had to raise my frequency. Now, I already did a whole spirit circle like I always do, and I connected everything, and I did all the things. I grounded into 5D earth and cleared myself and all the things that I normally do. And if you want to know how to do that, I did just put out yesterday, January 28th, on my channel, a 7-minute morning visualization and healing that you can do for yourself in the way that I do it. And I already did all those things, but yet he is such a high dimensional angel. You know, he really had to bring up my vibration pretty high for him to come in just a little bit. And I felt him in the beginning. He was just a little bit in, and then he kept coming in more. I kept going deeper. And before I knew it, I was like barely there. I'm going to have to go back and listen because I think I completely checked out for a little while. Trance channeling is so interesting in that way. It is a connection that you have to be able to sustain. And I love teaching it. I love teaching trance channeling because of that. It's just so interesting the way that it works, the way that you're connecting to these beings. And of course, I teach it in a very safe way. I start with your spirit guides, and if anyone's ever interested in that, you can find it on my website at soundwavesheal.com. Okay, I don't see any more questions, so I think that we'll just check and see if there's anything else I wanted to say about this. There is. Let's talk about what this is right now, this time of ascension. Because we keep saying that, right? I feel like each being I bring in, they want to talk about this stage of ascension because we want to talk about that. We want to know, where are we in ascension? How much more is there? Why is it so hard? You know, I feel like I've been saying this is the hardest part of ascension for so long, and yet it keeps getting a little bit harder. And it's always about that, the releasing of old programs and old shame and things like that, so that you can bring in more light in the body. And I really liked how he put it. It really is about shame. You know, today I was asking for some questions for Archangel Gabriel because I'm going to be trance channeling him for my ethereal TV show, Higher Realm Activations. I'm taping it tomorrow. And I was asking for questions, and someone had such a great question, which was, what are we protecting ourselves from? Because it's a show about protection. I'm bringing in Archangel Gabriel because he is my protector guide. So, and it's such a good question. And I just want to say, is that a question that people have? Like, what are we protecting ourselves from? So I thought maybe I'll talk about that for a minute. What are we protecting ourselves from? Why do we do this protection? Well, as we are 3D going to the 5D, we have to get through the 4D. And right now we are deeply in the 4D. What is the 4D? The 4D is about, well, it's about a lot. It's mainly about duality, good versus evil, good versus bad, light versus dark, you against me, your politics against my politics. That's the trap that we have to get out of, this duality, that we are not all the same, that we are not here together on earth, here as souls, part of Source. We are all Source. We are all from one being. We are all one. And so this fighting is part of what we are protecting ourselves from. The fourth dimensional beings on this planet who would like us to get stuck in that fighting, who would like us to give up because things are hard, who would like us to not understand how to work our energy, not understand how powerful we are, not understand how we can easily call in our help, that we are not alone. There are guides and helpers, angels all around us, and we can call in their help. We can get to know them. You don't have to take channeling or trance channeling because you're going to become a channel for others like I do. You can just take it to understand your own energy. You can take Reiki to protect your own self, to heal yourself. It's not about taking these courses or learning these sort of energy advancements because you want to do what I'm doing or what other people do who are light workers. You can be a light worker and work at the grocery and understand your own energy, your own ability to protect yourself from those who mean harm or mean to distract you from becoming the very best version of yourself. And that is why we're here. We want to be the very best versions of ourselves. And to get to ascension, all you're doing is self-work, self-help. All of these things, these are the basis of spirituality. It's like learning about yourself, learning how to improve yourself. You don't have to believe in ascension or believe in unicorns or dragons or even ascended masters or even angels. If you're just working on yourself to be the best version you can be, if you're just learning how to work with your energy in whatever capacity that you're doing it in, then you are on the way to your personal ascension, because ascension isn't something that happens to us. It's something that we are triggering with our own work. And everything that we are working with our emotions, what Metatron was showing me is what we see all the time, or what I see all the time, or what I hear all the time, because I'm always trance channeling beings. It's this basic law of attraction is the most important thing that we have to learn. Every thought, every feeling that we have is multiplied 1,000,000 times, and everything in our life is because of what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and how we're acting, how we are working with our energy, and things like self-shame, blame, all of that is a distraction, and it is the wrong way to heal yourself. We have to learn how to get past that. We have to learn how to come above that, and it's really important. And so I think law of attraction is one of the most important spiritual laws that we need to learn to work with. And of course, it makes our life better, So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed Archangel Metatron. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I see Heather here, who's one of my members on YouTube at Soundwaves Heal. So thank you so much. And thank you all for coming. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope these light codes do wonderful things. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And please follow at Soundwaves Heal. And thanks for watching. I'm Rachel Chamness at Soundwaves Heal. Bye.